Hey, it's a Vanavlog. Another Vanavlog. Um, try and do one every week now. Um, yeah. And, I've got so much to say that I don't know where to start. And it's almost impossible to start. So, the last Vanavlog, I just said, well, I'm doing a Vanavlog, I'm going to sit here and see what happens. So I think, every Vanavlog I do from now onwards is going to be like that. So if anything comes to mind, I'll talk. If it doesn't, I won't. But at least I'll be doing a Vanavlog, so that's good, isn't it? There we go. Month is it? Date is it the 12th? So I did a Vanavlog in February, and terrible times, but kept it real. Still done a Vanavlog. Came out with a couple of things that I thought were alright, but it's pretty dire. And I watched it a week or two later. I was like, oh. And then, since then, I don't know if it's just a coincidence or whatever, but like Martin on his flat day vlogs was talking about happy vibes and stuff. And I don't really understand what it is exactly that he means when he says what he said. I know what he said, but I don't know if I understand it in a sense of comprehension. I felt like I disagreed, but I thought, well, I don't really know what he's saying. So how can I disagree with somebody if I don't know what they're talking about? You can't disagree with them, can you? But then I don't know if I disagree or not. I don't know. I mean, for me, lots of horrible things happen. And not to me. No, not really to me. But generally they don't. But they do to other people across the world. And it's so horrific. To me, it just feels inappropriate to be happy. Like, last 4 or 5 Christmases, not that, I'm a Christian anymore, but, I just didn't feel like celebrating Christmas while, women and children are being slaughtered and murdered and stuff. I think, how can I be joyous? It just doesn't feel right. But maybe I'm wrong to think that way. Maybe I'm right to think that way. Maybe I'm something else to think that way. Maybe I shouldn't think that way. Maybe I should think that way. Maybe there's another way to think about things. I don't know. But definitely, just all things considered, I have a job, I have somewhere to live, I have a wife, 2 cats, I eat every day. Because I have a house. I said I live somewhere. It's fairly secure. I don't own it, but I think, well, I kind of caught myself. This is as a result of listening to Martin talk about being happy, good vibage. Yeah? And I thought, I am a little bit of a miserable bastard. And, you know, when I was growing up, there were people just like me, miserable bastards. And I said to myself, fuck it, man, I'm never going to end up like that. And I think since his last Flat-a-Day vlog, you know, it just kind of opened my eyes, and I thought, I have become what I hated. I've become that miserable bastard. And I think, well, that just won't do, really. It also made me think about, oh, maybe that's why I grew up with so many miserable bastards around me, because, you know, maybe they felt the same way as I feel now. And it was just their coping mechanism or something, you know. So anyway, yeah, I'm thinking, I mean, would it kill me to be like happy, you know, like Ebenezer Scrooge on Christmas Day? Is it that much of an effort to be happy? And, you know, if I force myself to be happy, you know, it's an effort. You know, it seems effortless to be a miserable bastard. Because everything around me is miserable. So, you know, I'm just fit in and just go with the flow kind of thing. But, you know, if I walked around being happy, first off, everybody would notice me because I would stick out like a sore thumb. I don't know why. Stick out like a sore thumb. Do you stick your thumb out and you've got a sore thumb? But yeah, you know, people would notice. Because it would be unusual. I mean, you know, if Martin walks around happy all the time and, you know, kicking out happy vibes, but it does seem like a lot of effort. Decades ago, someone said to me, in so many words, if you act happy, eventually, because of your body language of acting happy, you'll actually physically become happy. And I did at the time try it, and yeah, you know, it did work. I did physically become happy, but I do wonder where happiness lies within us. You know, is it physical? Is it spiritual? Is it emotional, chemical reactions? What is it? What is happiness? What is being happy? And, you know, I mean, if you're happy, oh yeah, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Maybe that's where the saying comes from. But everything else he's been saying, so I say it or he say it, you know, fucking, half the time I can't remember if fucking, I come out with something and it was my idea or it was his idea. I can't remember, you know. But I think he was saying, no, why was, I don't know. But, one of us mentioned about like, you've never seen your own face. And along those lines, there was also the thinking of nobody's really truly self-aware. And I say that on reflection, of as somebody else to you. If I spend time with you, I'm more aware of you than you're self-aware. Like Martin said, you know, if you could remember every second of your day, when you went to bed, you wouldn't be able to sleep. And then if you put together the thing about you've never seen your own face with your own eyes, I mean, you could pop your eyes out and go like that and look at your face, but then you can't see your eyes. So, you know, let's just say you can't see your eyes. No one's seen their own eyes. You've never seen your eyes. I've seen your eyes. I know exactly what they look like in the light of day. With my eyes, I can see what your eyes look like. You can look in the mirror. I mean, you know, you can take a picture of your eyes, you know, a video of your eyes, you know, do what you like, you know, but you can never see your own eyes. There's a kind of irony in that, a built-in irony. You have eyes to see, but you can't see your own eyes. Oh yeah, what was that thing? I'm not sure if it was a movie or a cartoon or some kind of a parable or a saying or picture language story or a book or a cartoon comic. I can't remember. But you had about 15 people sat on their arse on a rim of a 20-foot hole. I don't know how deep it was, but it was fucking deep. But in the centre was a platform. And the platform was round. And I say a platform, but I mean, it's like, I don't know, flat, round, like a rock. No, yeah, like a shaft, rock. Fucking draw it. That's like people. Yeah. Now, there's a fucking hole. Yeah, it's like fucking black, fucking shit, black. Fucking bottomless fucking pit. But then there's a platform in the middle. And so, that would be like, so if I did like a half circle, so a fucking mushroom. So like that part, yeah. Like so you got the hole, the fucking hole, and then you got like, and then you've got the platform, which is that bit there, yeah. But you know, like that. So you can't fucking, you know, you can't get there. There's no ladders or anything. And there's food and water on the platform. But everyone's got like a fucking, like a long spoon. Fucking hell. Can't draw to save my life. Yeah, so they got the people there, and they got their fucking spoons. Yeah. But then like there's lots of people, like lots of people all around. And they've got long spoons, so they can scoop up some food. But for some reason, they can reach the food with the spoon, but for some reason they can't pull the spoon back to feed themselves because the spoon's too long. I know the physics doesn't make any fucking sense, but the thing is that even with these spoons, they've got the food, but they can't feed themselves. They can't feed themselves with the spoon because the spoon's too long. And so the only thing they can do is to like move the fucking spoon, get the food, and then like move it and give it to somebody else that's sitting there, and then that person can get the food and do it to someone there or to someone there. So the dynamic, however it's fucking set up or whatever, everybody eats if everybody gives. Something like that, anyway. But I know it's, why doesn't it make any sense? It made sense when I heard it. Fucking hell. But the point is, there just does seem to be some, you know, this principle of people interacting with each other that supersedes everybody's own individual needs. Which was something that made me think about, well, you know, growing up surrounded by miserable bastards, and then I'm thinking, oh, I'm now one of them. And I'm thinking, what about all the people around me, you know, that aren't miserable bastards? Maybe they're just whatever, you know. But yeah. Maybe I should do that. I mean, I can imagine Martin saying like, oh, you know, if everybody kind of like decided to be happy and be happy around and with each other all the time, everybody would be happy. And it would appear being a miserable bastard or happy, there's nothing to gain or lose. Shit's still the same every day. I don't know. I mean, last year I had a different job, and people that I worked with, they're always joking around, trying to make jokes or something, or larking around, messing around, stuff like that. And from what I gathered, from certain people saying certain things, was that, well, you know, no one wants to fucking work and be a tax bitch for the elite, pay to live, but we ain't got a choice, so we might as well just fucking have a laugh, and it won't be quite so bad day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. It won't be as bad if you're laughing all day. And now I work for a company. Ironically, they're all fucking miserable bastards, man. They don't have a laugh, they don't do nothing. I've made a few attempts. You could hear a pin drop. And I have been known to be quite funny and make people laugh. But, you know, it's just flogging a dead horse. You know, just going nowhere. And so, admittedly, the days do seem to be longer working with these group of people compared to last year. So, yes, I'm talking about that because it's just been heavy on my mind since Martin was talking about it. He might be right. I don't know. I mean, is it more effective and easier to convey truth if you do it in a happy manner than if you do it in a serious manner? Is one way better than another? Well, Mike's last vlog was brilliant. I don't remember the title. His last video, not Flatterday. His last video about the First World War. Fascinating. I had no idea the earthworks that were going on, and it just makes perfect sense. Everything that he was saying in it, absolutely perfect sense. Of course that's what they were doing. I also think that part of the First World War was a distraction so that all those that have been faithful to eliminate the past, records on architecture and stuff like that, of what we call the ancient world. They're able to get out under the guise of war, being lost at war. Because it would have taken a lot of people to eliminate our history. A lot of people. When you think of the scale of it all. And then the First World War, that's it, mate. Get everybody fucking shooting each other, and then they just fuck off to wherever it was that they came from in the first place. Whether it was underground, beyond the seas, or the sky. And also to, I mean, remember, like 1800s, they had electric vehicles, and in the First World War, they got fucking biplanes. Fucking biplanes? Fucking biplanes. And then they say, like, oh yeah, you know, there's crude metal tanks and fucking cannonballs. And they're saying like, oh yeah, you know, we're advancing in knowledge and everything, and in technology. Well, I don't think so. I think you used the First World War to fucking take away all of the tech that was still being used during the 1800s to erase all of our fucking history. You know? Why were there no fucking electric vehicles in the First World War? Why not? Dynamos. Why am I talking about that? I'm pretty sure I'm going to bring everything together pretty soon. If you can imagine. There's got to be tens and tens and tens of thousands of images all to do with flat of British subjects and tick-tech, just everything. Which I filtered through. The ones that I thought were jaw-dropping, I set aside and made music videos of them. All the things I've seen. And you as well. Not many people of a poor estate such as ourselves would ever get to see things like that. But all of those things, as crazy as they seem when we see them, you know, all of those images that I've seen, like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, just slowly coming together and building a picture. I'm not far from it, not far from it at all. All it takes is an angle of perception of just, it's all there and it all says something. And all of those pictures that you've seen, it all slots in to the true narrative of it all, you know. And the crazy thing is, it's so obvious. It is so obvious. And I know it's obvious. And that's, you know, just fucking annoys me. Not doesn't annoy me, just like, oh. It's just like, you know, that itch on your back and your arms just can't quite reach it. It's like that. Don't know if any of you have seen that, know of John Levy, or John Levi, as I would say. He did one vlog years ago, and it's about 1800s, and they were putting steam trains onto a single track and set them at full speed, heading towards each other, until eventually they hit, crash and burned. And then they were laughing, thinking it was funny. But I mean, you know, if you was to take that time period and then gather all other photos and records of all of the vehicles and technology of the day, and just like did one little video or vlog of just that, you know. It would be something that would be self-contained. See, the thing is with Flat Earth British and everything that we look at, we're gathering these things from you know, fucking God knows where, so far away, whether, you know, distance or buried deep. You know, these snippets here and there, and it's so spread out, it's over such a vast expanse that when you're looking at one thing, it's an age to look over to another thing. You know, so just like pull it all into one place, everything into one place, and then look at what you've got, kind of thing. But I'm not talking about completely everything. I'm just saying there are some things that have a common thread, like castles, different types of castles all over the world. Do a vlog just on castles. Yep. Get it all there, and then you don't need to look for castles anymore. Yeah, and then something else, you know, another subject. You know, fucking Hairy Mary or whatever. You know, just like Martin did. You know, he gathered it all into one thing, into one compartment, I suppose. I suppose the best word would be harvesting. To harvest our knowledge. I know Martin doesn't like TikTok. I understand why, actually, you know. But I mean, fuck me. TikTok is just blown up with all fucking subjects, flat earth British. Just, I mean, it's just amazing, really. And, you know, they've made some a little progression on what we've done. I mean, I would say that, you know, because it's a lot of people we're talking about, really, on TikTok. It's a lot of people with a lot of skills, and it's certainly very polished and everything. More professional, more concise and better put, I guess. I guess in a way they've kind of like made it into a product, if you want. Yeah, it's kind of made it into a product, but you know, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not fucking complaining or nothing. I'm not saying anything against it or anything like that. You know, it's great. You know, more people hear about it, all the better. I mean, I don't know if Martin still feels the same, but certainly, you know, in the beginning, when I joined, it was definitely both our intention to keep it low key, you know, not go big. Because like when we started out, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Martin, I think he had about 21,000 subscribers. And I had about 4. And then I think within about 4 years or 3 years, he had about the same that he's got now, which is, I think it's about 67,000 or something like that. and you know, he was on the point of launching, and I can't remember how many subscribers I had, but I had more subscribers than Wise Up. I had a lot, and I had one vlog that had 1.25 million views. It's mad. And then YouTube completely destroyed Martin's channel, banned it, wiped it off the face of Flat Earth, and he had to start all over again. And so then I started plugging his channel. I don't know which one. I don't know if it's the one that he's got now. I had 2 or 3. So and then his channel started to build up again, and then his channel got hacked by China, and made into like illegal movies. Not like, I mean, just movies that just movies, just like blockbuster movies. There was like 15 blockbuster movies on his channel coming out every day. It must have been about a month, you know. And then eventually, oh yeah, and then I think they banned his channel because of it. And then somehow he managed to convince them that it wasn't him. And then they gave him his channel back. And then YouTube completely destroyed my channel shortly after. And then I had to start all over again. So Martin was plugging my channel. It's just fucking mental, man. But I don't know. I mean, you know, Martin says, like, you know, we create our own world kind of thing. So I don't know. I mean, did we do that to ourselves? You know, we said we didn't want to get big. And so, you know, we were getting big. And then, yeah, it's all gone. And it's just fucking starting all over again. So, I mean, like, Martin's got up to about 67,000 or something now. So, you know what I mean? You know, that channel might be gone soon. So, he's got other channels. So, make sure that you're subscribed to his other channels. Because it might happen again, you know. Yeah, and the reason, you know, we didn't, when we started on YouTube, there were truthers, so they said, on YouTube, and they had like 100,000 subscribers or something like that. I mean, it's fucking early days in YouTube back then, but you know, they were the gatekeepers. You know, if you had something to say and they didn't like it, they wouldn't promote your channel. If you asked them, nothing, you know. And I said to Mike, you know, I'd hate to be like that, you know. Yeah, I mean, you know, there were like channels like Rudy and the Dogs, you know, very small channel, so like 12 subscribers. I plugged his channel, and that started going well, so that was all right. And then there was Trinity for Man, Dave, plugged that went up. Anyway, just got lost there. It's time 3 o'clock. 4. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, so it's a short Vanavlog. I just thought I should just do one. I don't know if I said anything that was worth anything, but I've just said to myself, I'm going to do it. You know, maybe a month down the line, I'll be a bit more constructive or something. So, but I am out of time now. Out of time. Yeah, I'm out of time now. So, yeah, it's a Vanavlog. So, hope you're all well, or not in a well. I think I'm going to conclude that it's better to be happy than not happy. I think I'm just going to go with it. That's going to be, you know, the thing I'm going to sort of like try and work at. I mean, I can be miserable for many reasons. I can't think of many reasons to be happy, but I'm going to try anyway. Yeah. So this is Lee, flat of British. See you soon.